X Games Aspen 2026, driven by Jeep, as we get set to bring you Jeep Women's Ski Slopestyle. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this final day of competition. Jimmy Coleman here in the booth alongside Maggie Boyce, and we got James Woods out in the field. Taking a look at an overview there of this Jeep Slopestyle course. We are down to 5 athletes in the lineup out here today, Maggie. We have only one returning gold medalist in Megan Oldham, and then we have one rookie in Naomi Urness.
I love it. Yep, it's not our usual field of 8, but these 5 women are absolutely incredible, and they're going to put it down for us here today. We had snowy conditions, and man, the skies parted, and we couldn't ask for a better slopestyle competition ahead.
Taking a look up course right there, you see what they are working with out here today. You've got 3 different rail gardens, and then you've got a series of jumps down here at the bottom of the course, but we are getting into action really quick here with our X Games rookie. This is Naomi Urness. This is her first season competing full-time on the World Cup.
That's right.
She's already got 3 World Cup podiums this season under her belt. Those are all in big air, making her X Game debut. She starts us off.
Yeah, Naomi, welcome to the X Games, starting us off with the right 270 onto that down bar. Coming into this rail section. Yeah, there's a lot of options here today. And yeah, we're gonna see these women. They're gonna try all different variations throughout this section. Naomi giving us that switch 270 onto forward into the shark fin. With the 540, headed in switch. Getting things started up here. Switch 540 Japan, oh so smooth, and headed into the money booter. Yes, starting with the dub 10.
That's a great way to start
Massive.
off your first ever X Games.
Right.
You have to start off the competition. Welcome to the X Games, Naomi. Also dealing with a shoulder injury on her right shoulder for the past 3 seasons. She actually wears a brace to prevent it from dislocating, and she spends a lot of time in the gym to help strengthen that shoulder.
Yes, these women are absolutely incredible. Just putting down these flawless runs, but you know, sometimes, and most of the time in these action sports, like always pushing through injuries, but they do not show that. They do not flinch. Here's that massive dub 10 reaching down for the safety grab. What a way to get us started here today.
We're working off of a 100-point scale out here today. It is a 3-run competition here. It's your best run that counts. 85 flat for the rookie to start it off.
All
what
right.
a way to start off your X Games competition career.
That's incredible. We're down here in the corral commentating, which I love because we get to be a part of the energy, and I'm watching her smile right now. It's infectious.
Taking a look at Scotland's Kirsty Muir. She got a bronze in slopestyle and big air in 2023. She wasn't here the last 2 years due to a knee injury, so welcome back to the X Games, Kirsty. She is hungry out here this weekend, also competing in big air. There were some conversations yesterday about whether or not they were going to run it. She was ready to go. She was fired up. She's like, let's do this.
Kirsty wanted it. I believe out of the 8, there were only 2 women in the field who wanted to go, Kirsty being one. She's hungry. She is so excited to be back here at the X Games. She's so talented, so technical in the rails section, through the jumps. I can't wait to see what she has for us. I mean, flawless through the rails. Super technical. If we're looking, comparing Naomi's to Kirsty's, definitely a bit more technical, which the judges are going to reward her for. Switch 5. There we go. Right side dub 10. I know that's her unnatural rotation. Headed into the money booter. Let's see if we're going to get that left dub 10. Left 14 yes. Off the bat. No. I thought she was going to give us a dub 10, but it's like, nah. Here's the 14. I got it in my pocket.
She said, I'm not wasting any time. I'm going for it in this first run.
I never want to pick favorites, but going into this and just talking to Kirsty throughout the week, and I mentioned it before, she's just so grateful to be back here at the X Games, skiing so well. She's so hungry. She's going to be a hard one to top. I mean, we still have a lot of women in the field to go, but starting it off with that, and there it is, the unnatural dub 10, and then we'll see if we get that left 1440 right here at the bottom. There it is. Yes, Kirsty. I got to ride with her last season. Well, now I'm all jumbled, waiting for that score. Yep.
We're only 2 runs in and we're into the 90s, Maggie, at 93.66.
Yeah.
I said she got a bronze in this event in 2023. She's got a big air bronze as well from that same year. In addition to that ACL surgery, she also had to have shoulder surgery as well. So she just started competing right after we were here last year. So welcome back, Kirsty Muir, and welcome to the 90s.
Yes, Kirsty. Once again, I'm down here in the corral. all the smiles. I love it. Kirsty, her energy is so infectious when she rides, and you can see it here today. Oh, it's making me so happy.
2 down, 3 to go in the run order here in round 1 out of 3. We take our first look at Switzerland's Mathilde Gremaud. She owns 9 total X Games medal in slopestyle. She happens to have 4, but they're all silver. She wants to change that here this weekend.
Wow, front up front 2 on a really technical rail. Switch 2, press 4. This rail section is going to be so technical by Mathilde. Yep, K-fed the other way on that rail at the bottom. I had a feeling, I talked about Kirsty having a really technical rail section. Mathilde also too puts it down, and she's so strong on the jumps, which we saw there on that first one. And right now, her signature bio 9 to the right, and then coming in switch to this last jump. Is she going to go for it? Switched up 10 and holding on, going big, but no problem. Sticking that landing, another incredible run.
Yeah, she's another one making a return because she wasn't in the lineup here last year either. She was here, but she withdrew because she wasn't mentally feeling it, so we're welcoming her back.
Yeah, it's so great to have Mathilde back. She has been such a strong competitor for year after year after year. And yeah, she stepped away, just wasn't in the right mental space, and I think took some time off competing to get her game back. And I will tell you, she's been on a tear this season. She's back stronger than ever. We're gonna check out this last jump here. There it is, the switch dub 1080. Oh, just kind of missing that grab there. I didn't see that in the original jump, but there in the replay. That's something that the judges are gonna be looking at. You have to be nailing your rails to the end, getting your rotations clean, but also getting those grabs. I mean, when we talk about slopestyle, it's all about difficulty, the execution of the trick, variety of tricks. Are you doing different rotations, different grabs, spinning, all directions, and then the overall flow through the course. And once again, I mean, that was a great run, but I think the 80 was reflected on the miss grab at the bottom.
Yeah, with the best of format, though, she'll have 2 more chances to clean that up. So definitely a great start there for Mathilde as we take a look at Megan Oldham here. 7 total X Games medals to her name. She's got 2 gold in big air, 2 silver. Here in slopestyle, she's got 2 bronze and a gold. She earned that gold medal here in 2023.
Yep, Meg, calm, cool, and collected. She's just, you talk with her and you're like, she's just the sweetest, petite, little athlete, and then you see her on the slope course in the big air and you're like, this girl is a beast. So clean through the rails, giving us that 720. Ooh, a little bit of washout there, but still holding on strong. And this gap jump. All right, with the right side 9 tail, that's an unnatural rotation, so showing the judges she can spin both directions. What does she have here at the bottom? Switch 12, double cork 1260 switch. Oh my gosh, so that's 3.5 rotations with 2 flips. Yeah, Megan, these women are not holding back. They've got 3 runs. I mean, that's kind of the strategy sometimes. Are you like, okay, I'm gonna play it safe, or am I just gonna go for it and throw some of my big tricks? But I say that now, some of these big tricks are just their stock tricks. Here we go. Here's that flat spin. And I think the only thing, yeah, just a little over rotation there, which the judges are gonna probably have a slight deduction on that, but still a flawless run. The switch double 12. That's a newer trick for Megan, and she made it look so easy.
So in the same boat as Mathilde there, just looking to clean up one little area there, and it's reflective of the score there with that 75.
And I will say,
Naomi with that 85 there, looking at the silver, but Kirsty Muir just came out swinging with that first run. Anni Karava coming off of a knuckle huck bronze medal performance when we started off competition this weekend on Friday. That gives her a total of 3 X Games medals. She owns 2 bronze medals in knuckle huck. She also has a bronze medal right here in slopestyle as she takes to the course for her first of 3.
Last year, lip on, front 2. Switch on, oh, just getting a little bit back, uncharacteristic.
That's kind of the first slip up that we've seen, really. I mean, a couple of little slide outs, but not really affecting the run. So that's really the first mishap we've seen here in this opening round.
We'll see if she just flows through this jump section onto the shark fin, or maybe she takes it as another practice run through here.
First woman skier from Finland to compete in a trick discipline at X Games Aspen 2024. She was in knuckle huck that year to settle just outside the podium. She was in a slopestyle alternate last year.
Yeah.
She got herself
no.
A slopestyle bronze as well as a knuckle huck bronze.
Oh, man. I'm glad she's okay. Lost both shoes and thankfully wasn't too gnarly of a slam, but that was interesting. Sometimes, though, you see the skis come off and you're like, that's brutal, but sometimes they're meant to come off. It's safer for that to happen. The bindings are supposed to do that. It just keeps the rider safe. Sometimes you don't want to crash it.
It's a breakaway fail-safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's the rail. Just getting a little bit backseat on that. Like I said, a little uncharacteristic of Annie, but, I mean, that's the thing about slopestyle. It's technical. It's all about consistency throughout the entire course. And when you have one bobble, it's kind of just a throwaway on your run. Yeah, but I was stoked to see her. Sorry, Jimmy, I'm jumping in over here. But stoked to see her, like, go for the switch 10. Like I said, was she going to just chill or kind of take it as a training? And it seemed like took it as a training, and now she knows, all right, I'm going to need to really be focused on my speed on the bottom.
Why not get one in the books there? She's also got another event coming up today. She's in Big Air a little bit later on, the reschedule of Big Air coming up a little bit later on. But there's a shot of your current leader. That is Kirsty Muir, who's in the top spot with a 93.66 after a 2-year absence here at the X Games due to an ACL injury. We're going to take a break here on our streaming audience. You can catch the conclusion of this. Tune into ABC right now for the conclusion of Jeep Women's Ski Slopestyle.
Aspen Mountain on this fine Sunday is somewhat quiet and frankly in recovery after Australian Scotty James made history last night, getting his 8th gold medal, tying Shaun White and Chloe Kim, for that matter, and making the case for the greatest snowboard superpipe rider of all time with this never been done before back-to-back 1440 combination. Hey everybody, happy Sunday and welcome to day 3 of X Games Aspen 2026, driven by Jeep. I am Salema Masekela, and you know, progression in action sports is really motivated by star power and rivalries, and we have plenty of that on tap for you on this fine Sunday. Starting off with the Jeep men's snowboard slopestyle, Red Gerard, the American, is looking to make it 3 in a row. But his mentor, Mark McMorris, the Canadian, and the most decorated man in slopestyle, says, hey, I am here to get in the way of that three-peat. In Knuckle Huck tonight, we are going to see Zeb Powell, who has really transcended snowboarding to become a superstar. He finds himself as the only pro snowboarder on the elite Jordan brand and teaching people like Marshawn Lynch how to go beast mode on a snowboard. We'll see if Zeb can regain that form he had in 2020 and find gold. And then finally tonight, the biggest rivalry at X Games, Indiana's Nick Gepper versus the homegrown Aspen dude, Alex Ferreira. These two, they really appreciate and respect each other, and they drive each other to be better, but when the lights come on, there is no love lost. We'll see which one will take the crown tonight under the lights on ESPN. But first, it's the women's Jeep ski slopestyle. Take it away, Jimmy Coleman.
Thank you very much, Salema. We are here on the Jeep slopestyle course, and we are actually smack dab in the middle of this competition. We've got round 1 out of 3 in the books as of right now, and welcome to our booth, everyone. Jimmy Coleman here, sitting alongside 7-time X Games medalist Maggie Boyce, and well, after that first round, you've got an X Games rookie sitting in a silver medal position right now, but the big story, Kirsty Muir, she got a bronze medal in slopestyle in 2023. She missed the last 2 years due to a knee injury. She's back, she's hungry, and she sits in the top spot at 93.66.
I mean, here's her top run. We have to talk about the rail section, the technicality from her, the switch to pretzel 450 out right there on one of the rail features. And then here's the right side, dub 10. That is an unnatural rotation, showing the judges that she can do a double both directions. And then are we gonna see probably this last jump at the bottom, the left side 1440. That is 4 full rotations, 2 flips. Sorry, 4 double cork 1440.
Yeah, she wasted absolutely no time because she was the second to drop in the lineup. So speaking of drop, we had a couple of athletes drop right before competition starts. So that's why you see 5 faces up there. You've got a returning gold medalist in this event in Megan Oldham. You got Anni Karava, who rounds out the order here. But it's the one rookie in the field, Naomi Urness, looking at a silver medal right now with an 85 flat, and she started off the competition.
Started it off hot. So fun to see the rookies come out. I mean, I say this year after year, but you really have nothing to lose. It's the dream come true to be at the best event in snow, the X Games, and why not put it all on the line? And we saw that first run of the day from Naomi.
So giving you an overhead view of what it looks like here on the Jeep Slopestyle course. They've got 3 different sets of rail gardens and then 3 jumps that make up this course. As we start off round number 2 here with that X Games rookie, it's Naomi Urness.
Starting with that 270 on. Front 2 out of the rail right here. Big switch 270. Oh, I think she wanted that to forward. Yep, you could tell. Just a little bit of a bobble and a revert, missing the speed for that jump. And let's talk about it. So, slopestyle, it's all about difficulty, the execution of your tricks, but the variety of tricks. Maybe you're doing different grabs, you're spinning in all different directions, and then the overall flow, throughout the course, and seeing you can't have a bobble. You have to be consistent. You have to be almost perfect on every single feature. So here we have that switch 270 on, and just seeing, yep, getting a little bit back and unfortunately not being able to grip it to forward, which I believe she wanted.
Yeah, this event is all about that perfect mix of the technical savvy and the rail prowess, and then what you can do with those big air skills once you get into the jump features at the bottom of the course. You've got what we call a shark fin, then we've got a gap jump, and then that big booter at the end is a 70-plus foot from the lip to the landing on that one.
Let's talk about the gap jump. I mean, Kirsty coming in, but like we haven't had a gap jump at X Games since the early 2000s. It was fun to see that jump come back.
It's got about a 55-foot gap there on that feature, which comes down. It's the second to last feature on the course. This is your current leader. I said in 2023 she got a slopestyle bronze. She actually doubled up that year. She got a big air bronze as well. ACL surgery, also had shoulder surgery, so that's why we haven't seen her in the last 2 years out here in Aspen.
270 on, continuing 2. Giving us that switch 2 front 4, easy peasy. I want to talk about the technicality of Kirsty's rail run. I mean, that's one of the things, just the difficulty in the rails and on the jumps with her massive rotations. I mean, it's going to be hard to top. There we go, switch 5 on the shark fin. Let's see if we're going to see that.
Look at the speed.
Yep, oh, dub 10, but unfortunately missing the grab. You could see that she just kind of had to tuck it around and do the knee grab. Yep, she knows that that one's a throwaway. But once again, still has the top score with a 93.66.
Well, let me ask you this, Deans, how you've been out there in the trenches before. What does that do to your mindset when you've got that big score in the first run and you've still got big air coming up later on as we take a look at the Jeep Cam replay?
I mean, you have nothing to lose. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I wonder what Kirsty is going to up. She did it so flawlessly through the rails section and the jump section on her first run. So here's that miss grab on the dub 10 right there. And once again, like I mentioned, we're just talking about the execution of tricks. Big thing that the judges are looking at. You can't miss the grab.
So it is a 3-run format. It is the best run that counts. They are working off of a 100-point scale, as you can see reflected by the scores there. So she will stick with that first run score. But still, Naomi Urness still holding on to that silver in that 85 as of right now. And Mathilde Gremaud rounding out the podium here with an 80 flat. And speak of the devil, Mathilde, she had a pretty good run, but she just had one little slip up there. Just one thing to clean up.
This rail right here is so technical. That's the one that was making me nervous in her run. Just the consistency on that. But still putting it down. I mean, yep, straight sliding. Maybe she's going to have it as a throwaway, but still, I'm like, Mathilde, put it down on the jumps. Yep, still giving it for us. That 720. And then the only female hitting both shark fins out here today, by the way, too.
Yeah, for that feature, you've got another shark fin or that gap jump that we talked about.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, just not having quite enough speed and kind of scrubbing out
she owns
on that bio.
4 medals in this event, all of those being silver. She wants that gold, but just the start just didn't go the way she planned.
Oh, it makes me so nervous. It's such a technical rail trick with the transfer front 2. But I love seeing, like, Mathilde, it's all or nothing. She's not gonna make her run any easier. She wants to put it down, and she wants it always to be her best. But we still will see one more run from Mathilde.
Hey, she's still looking at a potential 5th slopestyle medal. It has just come down to that last run. So we take it back up to the top.
Yeah,
our
Mathilde.
lone returning gold medalist in the field, Megan Oldham. She's medaled in 7 of 8 straight X Games starts since she won Big Air Gold in Norway back in 2020. That's 3 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze bronze.
Yeah, I got to compete with Megan and see her come on the scene, and man, not only is she a strong rider, but she's just an absolutely incredible human. Showing us that smooth back 450 out of the rail. A big switch 270, continuing to. Love that. Coming to this first jump feature. Kind of had a little scrub on this. Much cleaner, much, much cleaner. Love to see it. All right. Right 9. That felt cleaner too. Felt cleaner, looked cleaner. I bet it felt cleaner for her.
Coming in
Are we
with
gonna see the switch 12?
Over the 70-footer. Oh, no! Just gets a little clipped on the landing and it throws her down.
Gosh, it was such a great run.
She's in a tough spot too because she's just on the outside of the podium there in 4th with that 75 from the first round.
Oh. Man, I'm still here getting back into the replay. This first jump, yes, much cleaner on that 7. And then here's the switch 12 at the bottom and just barely squeaking it around, maybe. Just didn't quite have the amplitude, the speed.
Thought she was going to save that,
That
but it
was
just...
such a good run.
See, she's like, I've got one more. Remember, 3-run format there, best run that counts, so it'll put her in a bit of a pressure situation, but she's going to stay in that 4th place position. So Mathilde Gremaud going to hang on to that bronze for now with one skier left to go into the rotation before we get into that 3rd and final round when we start handing out some hardware. Anni Karava, she got a knuckle huck bronze medal to start off the weekend back on Friday. She owns 3 total medals. All of them bronze, 2 in knuckle huck. She happens to own one in this event as well, which she earned last year here in Aspen.
All right, lip on to switch. This is where she had the bobble in her first run. Oh, got it around. Looked like she got a little bit caught up, but that's not slowing her down. Switch on to forward. I'm not sure that's exactly what she wanted on that rail, but improvised beautifully. Coming into this first shark fin. Big 360. Making sure she has this speed. Tucking. Want to get over that gap jump.
There's the gap jump. 55
right side
feet.
540, showing the judges she can spin both ways. And let's see if she's got speed for this switch 10 right here at the bottom. Going switch 9. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just, hey, had a bobble in the first run. Let's put one down.
Yeah, that's tough too because it happened at the very top of the run off that first rail feature, and that's why the score is an 11 for her from round 1.
That gap jump. Sorry, I cut you off there. How big is the gap?
55 feet.
55 feet. There we go.
I just try to pepper these little nuggets of info in there while you're doing your thing.
I know, and then I jump right over you. Sorry about that. Then here's this beautiful switch 9, reaching back for the tail grab, getting it. God, oh, she has one of the best switch corks in the game. I love seeing it.
So we know it's going to be better than an 11 because she made it all the way down to the bottom of the course there. The question is, where will this slide her in the ranking? So it's not going to improve the placing. That's a tough go right there. A better score, she's going to stay in 5th. So that is 2 rounds of runs in the books. Remember, it is a 3-run format. It is best run that counts. So this one is still very much up for grabs. However, after a 2-year absence, it is Scotland's Kirsty Muir sitting in the top spot with one more round to go.
X Games Aspen 2026 is brought to you by Jeep. There's only one. Pacifico. Pacifico is proud to be the official cerveza of the slopes at the X Games. The biggest stage, the boldest runs, we're out there. And by Factor. Eat like a pro.
Taking a look at the overall experience of what is X Games Aspen. Of course, we have world-class athletes and epic competitions, but you also have the XFest. You've got vendors booths. You've got all these different interactive experiences. There's so much to see and do out here. On top of all that, this is still an active mountain, Maggie. You can still get out here and ski and snowboard. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been coming up to this event since 2013, and I got to say the last 2 nights, the crowds have been insane, unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Oh, it's the energy of X Games that is just so special. Not only what you get from the athletes, but the crowd also brings it, and it's just everyone's feeding off of each other. I remember competing. When you feel that energy from the crowd, you're in it.
Well, this is Jeep Women's Ski Slopestyle. We've got one more round of runs to go. By the way, if you can't get out here on the mountain, you can get your merch. Make sure you scan that QR code to shop all of the X Games gear so you can get yourself kitted up with the latest 2026 stuff. Some of the same stuff that all of us are wearing on the air this weekend as well, by the way.
I've got it. It's just under my layers.
It's under all the layers because it's like 9 degrees out here right now. But hey, at least it's not snowing, right? We had a little bit of issues yesterday with visibility and speed. So here in this third and final round of runs, what we do here in 2026, they re-rack the order. So basically, we take whoever's in the top 2 spots and we move them to the bottom of the run order there.
Right.
So the person that's in second place will ski last, and then whoever's in the lead will ski second to last. So that's why you see Naomi and Kirsty at the bottom of the list when they would typically be the first 2 skiers to go. That means we are going to start off this third and final round with Mathilde Gremaud, who is looking to clean some things up.
I'm not going to lie, I'm nervous. Gosh, I competed with all of these incredible women, so I just want to see them all put down clean runs, and this first rail is so technical.
Well, the glass is half full vibe right now.
Does
she is looking at a bronze medal.
Oh my gosh, okay, she got it. I can breathe. I can breathe.
Okay.
Okay, switch to front 2, or front 4. Yep. Yeah, all day. All right. Nice, Mathilde. Okay, fed. Smooth. Okay, jumps. That was such a technical rail run. Nailed it. Let's see if she can keep her composure in the jump section. Beautifully done.
After the rail features, you've got 3 jump features.
7.
So electing to go for that second shark fin here.
Yep. Got it around. That was just, she scrubbed like or didn't scrub speed, but looked a little slow. And this in her first run. Dub 10. No. Oh, just set it a little bit too slow. Switch 10. Oh, Mathilde, that was such a great run. Once again, one thing that I love about Mathilde, she gives it all or nothing. So I commend her for coming out here and putting it all on the line and committing to this rail. So technical. So technical. Front swap, front 2. And then didn't quite get it around, missed the grab. Yeah, I was kind of, she landed a little like scrubbed maybe on the second jump, and you could just tell she was just trying to hold on for as much speed as possible.
Well, you could see the body language right there. She hikes back up the landing of the 70-footer there, bummed. Like I said at the top, though, glass is half full. She's looking at
still in third.
At a bronze
still in third
right now. I mean, you've got, with 5 in the lineup, there's only Megan Oldham and Anni Karava sitting outside.
With
but still,
Megan Oldham nipping at your heels with the run that she has, I'd be nervous if I was Mathilde.
So again, this is Scotland's Kirsty Muir, bronze in 2023, ACL and shoulder surgery. The end of that season, and then she was out for 24 and 25. Didn't start competing until after we were here in Aspen last year. So comes out after 2 years of absence and just puts her stamp on this competition with a 93.66 to put herself in the driver's seat, and no one's been able to really come close to that. So taking a little sneak peek look inside the athlete lounge right there.
Oh, the good old athlete lounge. You have the best meals, catering.
They're giving haircuts in there. Did you go get a haircut?
I need a haircut.
I heard Craig McMorris got a haircut in there the other day.
I've seen a lot of people getting haircuts. I'm feeling jealous.
I don't know if they can hear us in there. Maybe they're laughing at the stuff we're talking about.
I'm not sure they knew they were on camera either.
Hey, somebody bring us a coffee. And then, of course, everyone packing it into the house out here for the third and final day of competition. We got a big afternoon and an evening on tap for you, as you heard Celebrities at the top of the show here. Megan Oldham, she is on the outside looking in right now. She's sitting in fourth with that 75 that she earned in that first round.
I want Megan to get this so badly. Come on, Meg. 2 on, super clean. Gosh. Her jump section is so technical, super smooth through the rails, but no! Unfortunately, just not making it around on that back 450.
On the last run and right up top. I mean, again, we said this earlier, with them having big air coming up later on today as well, and then just yesterday with the weather and the course holes, I mean, it was a lot of hurry up and wait and a lot of uncertainty, and I mean, you know, you can speak to this.
Yeah, sorry, no, I'm cutting you. These athletes, too, are also just went through qualifying for the Olympics. Mostly all of them.
We haven't mentioned that one either.
Still giving us that switched up 12. Sorry, change of directions. I'm just so impressed. She could have just had a throwaway run, but wanted to be like, no, I'm one of the best. Yeah, and unfortunately, right here on this Monster Energy rail, just not getting that 450 around. Oh, Megan, I feel for you. But here, still showing and proving why she's one of the best in the field with this switched double cork. 1260, 3.5 rotations, 2 flips, done to perfection.
Just showing us a little teaser of what may come later on this afternoon when we do the re-rack of stake women's ski big air.
To the fire, right?
Yeah, to your point earlier, yeah, we haven't really talked about it in this competition yet with Milan Cortina Olympics right around the corner. I mean, there's a lot on everybody's shoulders here this weekend and then going into that.
Yeah, and then you mentioned just the course hold yesterday and the weather. It's a lot mentally on these athletes.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, you've got that jittery energy, you're ready to go, but then you're just waiting for a text message or a phone call like, hey, we're doing this, we're not doing this, hey, we're doing this tomorrow. So there was a lot of uncertainty yesterday, but it's beautiful today when you're underway as we look at Anni Karava from Finland for her third and final attempt.
Lip on front two, switch on front two. All right, showing us both ways. Okay, switch on to that rail. Come on, get it clean through here, Annie. I know you've got it. It looks like Annie, too, might have been struggling a bit with speed, but tucking in to this gap jump. There's that right side 540 showing the judges she can spin both directions, left and right. And coming in, are we going to see the switch 9 or the switch 10? Yes!
Okay.
Switch 1080!
Trying to get out of the basement with that 63.33. You need better than an 80 if you're going to jump into the medals and overtake Mathilde Gremaud. Let's take another look on the Jeep replay
Here's my comparison. Annie, one of my favorite skiers to watch. But the technicality of her rail tricks, let's compare them to someone like Kirsty. Even Mathilde, I know, who's sitting in the third spot. It's just, that's a really big part of this, and just the overall progression is that difficulty throughout the entire run. But this switch 1080 right here, oh, it's one of my favorite. Oh, it's so beautifully done. She's one of the only girls in the field to just have this beautiful switch cork 10 with the tail.
So what is this going to be? Score 72? No, she's going to improve the score, but not the placing. So Mathilde Gremaud is safe. She's going to get that bronze medal with 2 skiers left to go, and both of them in those top 2 spots. This now becomes the battle between Kirsty Muir and our X Games rookie, Naomi Urness.
I mean, it's crazy. They're doing it differently this year at X Games. Usually, you know, Kirsty, she might, well, I guess in this case with the run order, wouldn't have a victory lap, or if we, you know, decided to go that way. But no, we want to keep the energy high. So Kirsty sitting that first spot, Naomi the last to drop. She still could have a chance to knock her out of first.
So she skis second to last here in the rotation. Monster score that first round, 93.66. Kirsty Muir.
2 on, continuing 2. Switch 2. Oh, so, okay. In her first 2 runs, and let's compare to her first run with the top score, she did have the front 450 out. So not quite as technical, wasn't able to lock in and get that front 4. But I have a feeling we're going to see her still put it down on the jump section, because that's the way Kirsty does it. All right, so yeah, she knows she didn't get that rail trick that she wanted, so only giving us the 720 there. And then, yep, I mean,
just having some fun with it. Again, with big air coming up later on this afternoon, she's looking to potentially double up here today.
And you have a top score of 93.66. I mean, that's so impressive. So impressive. Gosh, it always feels good to put down your first run flawlessly. So here's that switch 2. Wasn't quite able to lock in that front 450 out, which was just not quite as technical from her first run. And then just giving us the styly 360 with the nose grab, having some fun, showing us her flavor.
So she will stick with that first run score, obviously, but again, what a way, like, she was second in, so to put down a 93.66 that early on was impressive. And like you were saying, it takes the pressure off, and it just opens up the possibilities for you.
100%.
And look for more of her later on today when we've got Big Air, the rescheduling of Big Air. That's at 3:15 Mountain Time this afternoon. It all comes down to this. She started off the competition in round number 1 with an 85. She comes into this as a rookie. She's got 3 World Cup podiums under her belt for this 2025-2026 season, all in Big Air. Her first season competing full-time in the World Cup, qualified for the Olympics. It's Naomi Urness.
270 onto that first rail. Front 2. So the one comparison I think that the judges are really going to be looking at between Kirsty's rails and Naomi's is just the difficulty. I know I've hinted on that a bunch. Oh, and looks like that wasn't quite what she wanted. So I mean,
that's going to do it. Kirsty Muir is going to get the win.
Yeah,
how about the rookie with the silver? By the way, I'm going to throw a little history nugget at you. With that win, she becomes only the second Scottish athlete at the X Games to ever take gold.
No way.
You got to go back to 2018, Sydney, Australia, BMX Street, Alex Donachie.
Are you pulling that one off? That's not even on the sheets. You just know that.
It is on the sheets, but I did know that.
You were there for that.
I was not there for that one, but that's my wheelhouse in the summer. But an X Games rookie with the silver, and Mathilde Gremaud takes home a bronze. That's her 5th slopestyle medal, but take a look at our gold medal performance. She got it done in the first round after a 2-year absence.
Yes, so flawless. Switch 2 on, front 4. Oh, so proud of Kirsty. She's been skiing so unbelievably strong, and she showcased that here today. And I had her on the top. I knew it. I've talked to her. She was hungry all week long, and I think she's going to bring this momentum into big air later today. And there, the 1440. This jump right here, the money booter in the slope course, is the same as the big air jump. So that was just practice for later today, too.
Yeah, yesterday with the conversations of whether or not they were going to run big air, she was so fired up. She was like, let's do it. But having to put that one off until today with the gold medal right now, what is she going to follow up with later? Let's send it down to James Woods with Kirsty.
From Aberdeen to Aspen, Kirsty Muir, how does it feel to claim X Games gold for Scotland?
It's an absolute dream come true. You know, this morning I just wanted to put that run down, and now it's turned out in gold, sorry. I'm so excited.
Congratulations, really, really well done. You did it all on the first run of 3. How did that feel going into the next 2 runs?
It felt good. I really wanted to kind of improve it even more, but at that point I had a little mistakes, but it's all good. I'm just so excited because I've missed X Games so much the last 2 years, so to come back and win is insane.
Insane, exactly. Well done, Kirsty Muir. Doing it for Scotland, Kirsty Muir.